What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Welcome into the channel, and we're going to talk a little Battlefield 6, and we got some release times coming out for the pre-download. There's definitely some stuff coming out and everything, and like one thing is like everybody's asking is, can Battlefield beat BO7 this time? And I honestly think BO7 multiplayer isn't too bad. I've been playing the beta. It's not bad at all. Like, it really is. It really isn't. And like, people are just bashing it because they're just so mad at Call of Duty. Call of Duty has just got a target on them, and I mean, it's warranted. I mean, it's their fault. They're the ones that are not taking care of their game. They're not adding stuff. That we're still on the same 5-year-old Verdansk map on Warzone. I mean, obviously BO6. I mean, the maps were so bad. So, like, this BO7, it wasn't really hard to be better than BO6. But, I don't know. So, I got this video here from ghosgaming. Battlefield 6 world release times, awards, nominations, and can they defeat COD this year? And that's a question that I think everybody's asking. I don't think they will, because I do think Call of Duty is just too big. But, I mean, they got a shot this year for sure. And, I'm here for it, man, because I mean, I'm cool with having 2 games. I don't have to be playing Call of Duty, but the BO7 beta, honestly, I'm not going to hate. It's kind of fun. But we're going to check out this video from ghosgaming, the GOAT, and we're going to discuss it, and let's have a little discussion, everybody. Everybody, let's have a discussion.
Yo, what is up, guys? Ghost here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, will Battlefield 6 finally manage to knock Call of Duty off of the top spot
I don't know.
this time around? Also, the
ghosgaming, tell me,
already
can
begun, so wherever you are right now, you should be able to preload Battlefield 6, and the game has already been nominated for multiple awards at the Golden Joystick Awards. As always, if you guys enjoy the content,
dude, I've always wanted an award from
the
Golden Joystick Awards. Come on, man. I mean, that's like peak right there, baby. That's awesome stuff. What's the Joystick Awards? What's that? I don't know, but I don't care if they win awards or anything. But one thing that Battlefield 6 is doing right is everything. Like, it seems like anything they do, announce, the game is just doing really well. Everybody loves it. It's like the golden child right now, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's still Battlefield, it's still EA. Remember that. And they could do some stupid stuff. You never know. But I do think that this game is really going to compete with BO7. It's just, I don't know. It's all about post-content at the end of the day.
With everything surrounding the Battlefield franchise, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you guys so much for the support. So if you weren't already aware, and I'm sure most of you are, the game is going to be launching on October the 10th or 11th, based on where you are in the world. And here is a handy map showing exactly what sort of time you can be expecting. If you've also not heard already, you can now preload the game. So even though it's a week till release, you've got plenty of time to get it loaded up. For me, the file size was about 24 or so gigabytes on Steam.
Really?
I know people over on the EA app have seen screenshots of it being a lot larger than that, maybe 50, 60, 70 gigabytes.
That seems more like it.
The reason for that is down to compression, so I wouldn't worry too much. You're probably not going to have to download a massive patch on day one, but there probably will be like some sort of a day one patch there. Also, if you are a PC player and you haven't done this already, I would recommend going and downloading the newest graphics driver, just so that you get the best possible performance. Now, even though it's not been released yet...
Yeah, so the new graphics update, the driver was for Battlefield 6. So if you have NVIDIA, definitely do that.
Battlefield 6
100%.
is already up for a couple of awards.
You should always update your drivers, honestly, as most as you can. If you're playing newer games.
And alongside them here for nominees, we've got Split Fiction, Mario Kart World, Elden Ring Night Rain, Rematch, which is apparently some kind of football game. Can't say I've heard of that one. And then Peak. So amongst those contenders there, I actually think they have a pretty good chance of winning. Of course, Split Fiction was an incredible game. I've heard. I haven't played it yet, but it scored very, very highly.
Game is really good.
Co-op, you know, technically it's a multiplayer game, but
we never finished it on the channel though.
Different category because, you know, Battlefield 6 is like a big multiplayer game. Split Fiction's just like co-op. So I suppose
Yeah,
they
it's co-op, and I played it, but I played it with my friend, so he owned it. So as long as your friend owns it, you can play it. It's a really good game. It's really well done. It's fun. It's a good time. But I never got to finish it. I actually definitely would love to finish that game, and I think Peak would be the one that would win this. But you never know.
could be beaten by that game. And then the other award that they're up for is Best Audio Design. And the other nominees here are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Ghost of Your Toy, Death Stranding 2, Chronos, The New Dawn, and then 2 Point Museum. Now, I haven't really played
I've never played any of those games, but I would say this right now. I guarantee if Arc Raider was released in June 6th, Arc Raiders would win freaking sound. Like, because, I mean, that game is ridiculous. But I never played the other games, so I don't know.
The games, but I can vouch for Battlefield 6.
I'm an Arc Raiders fanboy.
Very good indeed, although I do think the footsteps still need a bit of work. Now, talking of contenders for the top spot, along with Battlefield 6, it's that time of year again, guys. It's the time where Call of Duty showcase their latest offering. The closed beta for Black Ops 7 is currently underway. I haven't played it yet, and normally I do jump into at least the open beta, or, you know, if I can get my hands on a key, I'll play the closed beta. This year, though, I just feel like there's almost no point trying out the game, because I know exactly what to expect, and every time I do this, and, you know, I feel like as a predominantly Battlefield-focused channel, I sort of owe it to you guys to take a look at the main contender in the space that Battlefield is in. But this time around, I feel like I can pretty much tell you everything about what this game is going to be like without even playing it myself. I'm that confident that they aren't going to have made any significant changes, that skill-based matchmaking is still going to be in there. We're still going to be getting the same, you know, very frantic, short 10 or 15 minute rounds there with a lot of action and very little downtime. And there's going to be very crazy movement. And I'd say this time around, they've probably amped that up a lot. I think there's like jetpacks in the game and wall running, and it's going to be maybe a little bit more Titanfall-esque. So if that's something that you like, and you like Call of Duty games, then maybe that's something for you and you'll enjoy it. But if you're maybe...
I love that he thinks there's jetpacks in the Call of Duty game. it's only jump walls. It's only jump... wall jumping.
Like me, and you're hoping that
I love that.
really change the way that Call of Duty games play in a big way, well, I wouldn't hold your breath. Now, the big question on everybody's lips, I think, is this going to be the...
It's so... honestly, like, Call of Duty players are the dumbest players ever, because I have people that are coming in and telling me that there's a new Rebirth Island map. There's no Rebirth Island map. It's Haven Hollow, and they think it's Rebirth. They think Rebirth is Resurgence, and they think that's a new map or something. It's weird, man. And he obviously doesn't follow or play the Call of Duty, but it's just great. He's like, yeah, there's jump packs in there. There's no jump packs in the game, but it's just funny. Who cares?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
Where Battlefield can finally...
Call of Duty is down, man. Call of Duty is really down. People just don't care about it anymore. Like, you could just feel that energy towards the game. It never was like that. It was like people would talk crap about it, but they would be there playing it. Now people don't even know about the game, really. They're just letting it go. Like, they don't care because we have more options. You know what I mean? So
Call of Duty, or not topple them, but let's say top them. And there is a recent article I want to draw your guys' attention to from thegamebusiness.com. And specifically, I want to show you guys some interesting statistics when it comes to Call of Duty and EA's new Battlefield 6. So according to Circana's retail tracking service, for the period of January 1995 through to July 2025, Battlefield is the number 16 biggest game franchise in US history of full game dollar sales. It's behind Need for Speed, but ahead of The Sims. Call of Duty, however, is number one. But bear in mind, that is overall all of those years, all the way from 1995.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking from the 90s. We're talking early 2000s. Call of Duty's been out for a long, long time. And since Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, they've been number one forever. Like, they just don't lose that spot. And they get cocky, and they're not updating their game. And this is what we're getting. Like, these games that we're getting from them.
It's just 30 years. Sad. The biggest Battlefield US launch is 2016's Battlefield 1.
That was a good game.
Battlefield 4. It was the number 2 game of the year in the US in terms of full game dollar sales. What was number 1? It was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
So, but the thing is, it was not Call of Duty Infinite Warfare that won that number 1. It was the Call of Duty 4 remastered, Modern Warfare remaster. that they ended up putting out because of like such the backlash with the trailer and people hated it. So they attached the remastered with it. If they didn't do that, Battlefield 1 would have won. Like 100%, I know it would have. And that's what I thought they were going to do with BO7. I was like, dude, if they attach BO2 remastered with BO7, I was like, forget it. But they didn't do it.
So even there, when that was EA's most successful Battlefield game, they still couldn't quite get the top spot from Call of Duty. Now, 2018's Battlefield 5 was only the number 16 game of the year in the US. Battlefield 2042 actually performed better at number 5, believe it or not, but it was actually behind two Call of Duty games, Vanguard at number 1.
How did Battlefield
and then
2042
Cold
do
War
anything?
At number 3. Call of Duty was the best-selling game franchise of 2024 in the US, which was the 16th consecutive year that it achieved that, and games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Hogwarts Legacy that previously finished as the year's best-selling individual game, but as a franchise, so including multiple titles, Call of Duty was number 1. So in conclusion, Circana data shows that although Battlefield got close once 9 years ago, Call of Duty is the dominant power in the US. Now that being said, that is all in the past, and as we know, Battlefield 6 has been seeing a lot of hype around it right now.
Oh, yeah.
People seem to really be rallying around this title, not just Battlefield players or people coming back to the Battlefield franchise
everybody.
after having been off-put by Battlefield 2042, but also players from other franchises like Call of Duty. And here we've got some interesting stats from Battlefield 6's beta. So they say that Ampere estimates there were 22 million people who played the Battlefield 6 beta, whereas Newzoo has that number slightly higher at 25 million. According to Newzoo, the peak daily active user number for Battlefield 6 was 10.4 million. By comparison, the Battlefield 2042 beta peaked at 5.1
So they're doubling their numbers right now.
The total number of beta players for 2042 was 5.7 million, Newzoo estimates, which is well below the 24.7 million for Battlefield 6. And a quick note here, the Battlefield 2042 beta was just 4 days versus the 8 days for Battlefield 6. So maybe the numbers are a little bit skewed there. You know, if 2042 would have had a longer beta, those numbers would have been slightly higher.
Yeah,
but certainly.
But Battlefield 42 was so bad that I think that it even damaged people actually even giving this game a look. So I guarantee it, there is millions of players right now that didn't even touch the beta, weren't going to try it. They don't care. They're going to let it release and then see. You know what I mean? So I think that there's a chunk of players still out there for Battlefield 6 to capture. Because honestly, Battlefield 42 was so bad, I don't blame anybody for never even wanting to touch a Battlefield again. Because you have to remember, man, these games are expensive, and not everybody's got the money to buy every game. So they stick to their games they like, and that's what they play. And they're not going to buy it unless it's awesome, you know what I mean? Or all their friends around them are playing it. Besides that, they're just going to continue playing their game, which is how it works. So Battle 42 really hurt Battlefield 6, and I bet you these numbers would be a lot better if Battlefield 42 had a better release and was a better game. But Battlefield 6 has a lot of players still to get, and I think they will. And if they can get those players back, then they can compete with BO7. But it's just Call of Duty, man. They're just so big.
Nowhere near the 24.
They're just so big, it's going to be hard, man.
Video Game Insight says that Battlefield 6 crossed 2 million Steam wishlists within weeks, and that number is currently on 2.4 million. That's 3 times the level of Call of Duty. Ampere estimates that the game has 1.7 million Steam pre-orders already. For July 2025, Ampere looked at the share of Call of Duty players who also played the Battlefield 6 beta, and whether they went back to Call of Duty afterwards. For this group of players, and this is purely people who played both games, 29% on Xbox didn't return to Call of Duty in August, 24% on PlayStation didn't return, and 48% on Steam didn't return.
Okay.
Therefore, Ampere predicts that disruption for Call of Duty this year will likely be more severe on Steam than consoles. So in conclusion here, what do these numbers mean? Well, Call of Duty's figures aren't telling us much. You know, it's a steady performer with a large audience base, but its annual cadence means it's hard to judge the level of excitement for this year's entry. However, Battlefield 6 clearly has huge momentum. Ampere believes the game will sell 5 million units in its first week, and the excitement for the game is growing as we near its October the
Yeah,
10th
no, I'm
launch.
excited for
It's
October
pretty much
10th.
guaranteed a
I
big
really
day
think
one. And if
this game could do really good. Like this game is gonna do, I think, really good. I just don't know if it'll beat Call of Duty, but it's on its way. You know what I mean? It's just got to keep going, keep going. Let's see. We'll see.
can deliver a strong start that will likely have a knock-on effect on Call of Duty, which arrives 1 month later. And I really think there's something to this. Call of Duty is set right now to release in November.
Yeah,
So
14th.
if you're really stuck into Battlefield 6, you sunk your teeth in, and let's not forget, guys, they're releasing Season 1 of Battlefield 6 on the 28th of October. It's also rumored that they're going to be releasing the Battle Royale, I think.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I've not looked up the date, but I think 11th of November is when Black Ops 7 releases. The game
Yeah, it's the
doesn't really
14th.
seem to be doing anything too new or innovative. It's really one of those titles that even if you're a COD player, you could easily just skip that one and be like, I'll play the next one. Whereas Battlefield 6, it feels like much more of a bigger occasion. This is just a moment that doesn't come along for Battlefield games all too often. I think it's clear that this one
I agree
is
with
gonna be
that.
a banger. And I think people don't want to miss out on that. I think
Yeah.
they realize that there's a moment happening here in gaming history, and Battlefield players are finally getting a game that they like. But how big of an impact is it going to be? Well, Battlefield and Call of Duty are both military shooters, but their central appeal is different. Battlefield is about large maps, vehicle combat, and team-based battles. Call of Duty is more close quarters, fast-paced, and with smaller maps. As Just van Drunen, sorry if I butchered the name there, said on the show this week, comparing Call of Duty to Battlefield is like comparing American football to soccer, or football as we call it. They may look the same, but they're fundamentally different sports. Battlefield does have some more Call of Duty-like elements this time around, and they are clearly targeting similar audiences in general.
I think it's good that Battlefield's starting to do the smaller maps. I think they had to do that, and I played the smaller maps. They were a lot of fun. Like I enjoyed it. I wanted to play them, and I wanted to play the big scale maps. I was going bouncing back and forth, and I enjoyed it. I liked King of the Hill. I liked Battlefield 6 beta, man. It was a banger. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, BO7 beta, I'm enjoying it too. But I don't know, and I think it's good that we can have two games. But I'm not a multiplayer type of guy. I'm really more for the battle like Royale. But I'm thinking this year, I've been saying this a lot. I'm a battle royale type of player, but I'm enjoying the multiplayer experiences on both games. I might be playing some multiplayer this year.
But if you prefer the Call of Duty style experience, then Battlefield is unlikely to be a satisfying alternative. So I think that's also very obvious that this time around EA have really tried to create a game that caters to a much wider audience, to those Call of Duty players, and really just everybody, right? You can see from the map choices, we've got small maps, we've got medium maps, we've got large maps, we've got a variety of different vehicles on all of the maps, and you can tell that a lot of like core Battlefield players aren't too happy about the smaller maps because they like big maps in their Battlefield games, right? That is what Battlefield is all about. But the reason that EA and DICE and everyone are putting these smaller maps in there is to try to appease the massive audience that plays Call of Duty and other titles that they want to capture a chunk of. Are they going to be able to do that? Are they really going to be able to take the top spot of Call of Duty?
Ooh, it's going to be tough.
There is a lot
It's
of hype
going
around
to be
Battlefield
tough,
6,
man.
but we can't let that dwarf the sheer numbers that Call of Duty pulls in. Like, there are just a lot of players who play COD year after year, like, no matter what. Don't ask me why they do it. I personally will never understand how you can want a new game like that every year, although from rumors that we've heard, it sounds like Byron Beatty and co want to take Battlefield in the same direction with yearly releases, so I guess we'll see how that turns out.
Oh, no.
But I would be very...
So Battlefield 6, Battlefield, the franchise, wants to be yearly. Trust me, they're going to end up doing it. If they can compete this year with Call of Duty, they're going to make it a yearly release. Now, they said it was about 5 years out. Like, that would be, then we would see yearly releases. So you might see, another 3 years, another Battlefield. But then after that one, because that would be 3 years and before, so about 4 years, watch, you're going to see another yearly release. And I mean, just people love Call of Duty, man. It's the gameplay loop. It's the ranking up the guns, the camos, playing the multiplayer. I don't know what it is about Call of Duty, but they got the sauce, man. I play it, and it's just like, dude, this game is the best. Like, it really is. It's just the way they treat their game, man, and they treat their player base. It's really off-putting, and that's why they're losing players. And let's see if Battlefield can kick them in the teeth And I think they can. I truly think they can, but we'll see.
Do you think Battlefield is going to top Call of Duty this year, like in terms of total games sold, in terms
it
of
has a chance.
Maximum player peak numbers?
It 100% has a chance.
Interesting statistics. I'll definitely be doing a follow-up on this, by the way, after the game launches. I think it's going to be a really exciting day one, a really exciting weekend.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to the channel. As always, I will have a lot of videos on Battlefield 6 guides, and I'll continue to.
I like ghosgaming,
guys.
I like his channel. We're gonna end it here, and yeah, hit him a like. I will put his link in the description. And I agree with him, man. It's gonna be exciting. Like he's excited as a Battlefield player, which is awesome to have. And I'm a Call of Duty player, more of a Call of Duty player. I never really played the Battlefields. I dabbled into them, but Call of Duty what I played every year. And then I fell in love with Warzone. Well, Blackout, then Warzone. I'm a Battle Royale player. I like Battle Royales, but I think I'm going to be getting into the extraction shooters soon. Once Arc Raider come out, that's going to take my life away. Seriously. But it's going to be interesting to see this year if Battlefield 6 can. I think they will. I think they're going to punch BO7 in the gut. But I think at the end of the day, BO7 and Call of Duty will be on top, just because of the brain rot purchases that I think that Call of Duty, they just blindly buy the game. You know what I mean? They're going to buy it every year type of deal. It's like autopilot. They're just going to do it anyway. But we'll see. I mean, people are pissed at BO7. People are talking so much crap about it. BO7's done. This is the worst year. And honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, man, if you haven't played BO7, try it. It's going to be opened up tomorrow or Sunday. Whenever you see this video, it's going to be opened up Sunday. It's going to end the 8th. Go play it. Try it. It's an open beta. And don't listen to anybody. Just play it yourself. Just go play it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I'm telling you, the BO7 multiplayer, it's not bad, man. It's actually really good. It's enjoyable. I like it. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. It's one of the better multiplayers they put out. Love the wall jumping. It's good, man. It really is. The guns are cool. I like it. The colors are good. But that might be a hot take for some people. You know, they can't take that I'm actually saying Call of Duty is actually not too bad. But BO7, I mean, Battlefield 6. We will be here October 10th. I will be live streaming it on the channel. All my links are in my description of my channel if you want to see me live stream. I'm always on this channel live streaming. I appreciate all the support on the live streams, on the videos. We've been getting some pretty cool numbers, some big numbers for me as a small content creator. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. If you guys can't hit a like, if you are already here at the end of this video, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll be following Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, Call of Duty, any other games, anything, you know, GTA 6 we do videos on. So hit the sub, hit the noti if you're interested into those type of games, first-person shooters. And we're going to dive into it, man. We're going to go full force this year. We have big titles coming out in the next 6 months, so it should be interesting. But I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'm out of here. Peace.